No fancy beers today. Just a good old silver bullet. Alright folks at home, I gotta update you guys. First off, before I explain this whole situation, I just want to say welcome to the channel. Welcome to the journey. Welcome to what is my outdoor life and all of my passions. What you can expect to find here is going to be the full progressions of anything and everything outdoors I can get into. I'm a big believer on cutting the BS. Basically, I tell it like it is when it comes to my outdoor activities and things like that. The ups, the downs, the triumphs, epic fails. It's quite a few, by the way. Yeah, a lot of that. Hilarity and all the lessons and everything I learned along the way. I began this video making thing about 3 years ago, actually, to this day. I was sitting in my room at college. We had a 4-bedroom apartment, and I was just sitting in my upstairs room on my bed. I went to SIU Carbondale, actually, by the way, and I had just caught my new personal best bass on a frog the week before, 5.5 pounds, unofficially. Still don't know to this day, obviously, but it was somewhere around 5.5 pounds, and I'll still attest to that to this day. I'll flash some pictures up there or something like that if I have anything along those lines. And after catching that bass, I was sitting there looking at this cheap action camera. I'll never forget it. I had this cheap action camera called like Go something. I'll find it. If I can find it, I'll show you guys one day. This little cheap action camera where it all started, where I decided I wanted to pick up the camera and record all of my outdoor activities and all of the things and adventures that I did along the way. Basically, I figured out I wanted to take you guys along with me at a very early stage. Basically, I grabbed this camera and I zip tied it to an improvised painter pole that I had still used today as my camera pole, by the way. I've just kind of made the system a little cleaner, a little more streamlined, works a little better than it did back in the day, but the premise was still the same. I zip tied this camera, this cheap action camera, to my painter's pole for my camera pole. And I went out to that same lake that I'd caught that personal best bass on a week before. And basically what resulted in that day was nothing short of an amazing day of nothing at all happening. And I really mean that. Nothing. Not a bite, not a nibble, not a pull, not a questionable cast where I thought I might have felt something. Nada. At the end of that day, I had the camera rolling the whole time over my shoulder. And I ended up going home that day taking that sick footage that I had recorded, and I ended up editing, and 3 days later I downloaded this Windows media editor thing, and I was using my current, at the time it was very outdated laptop that I was using for all my college work and things like that. I downloaded the Windows media editor to that laptop, and I created my first masterpiece. And to this day, that video has a whopping 67 views, I swear. And probably like 20 of those are me just coming back to it, just looking at it and laughing because it was just so awful. But I'm, wow. But once I uploaded that video and I created that edit and I said, keep water hopping for the first time, I knew it really felt right. And maybe in the future I'll go into more depth as to what happened and why we're starting from scratch. We were almost at 2,000 subscribers, guys. We were almost there. And I just want to say thank you so much for the support that I received in the past. And I hope I can get that same support in the future and the now, basically what we're in now. We're gonna try and crack 1,000 before this year's over. You guys watch, and we're gonna see if we can make it happen. I got a lot of faith. And basically, we had 200,000 views across the channel, and I decided we're not gonna wait. We're gonna start from scratch. Long story short, hackers suck. What's Coda doing? Where is she? Where's Coda? Oh, Roger. See her? She just had to go to the emergency vet last night, and I was up till, I think like 11 p.m. I was up till last night because that husky that just walked past frame. Long story short, hackers suck. And you know, I don't want to point fingers at YouTube or Google or anything like that, but I just want to say I did my battle, guys. The last 10 days have been very, very difficult for me, and I have been on the phone with YouTube support almost every day, or someone from Google, one of the two. Basically, it's kind of been like a hacky sack thing, back and forth of passing of blame, but like I said, I don't want to dive into it, I don't want to point fingers. I just want to wipe the slate clean like they're pretty much forcing me to do. And we're going to start fresh, and we're going to create a new channel and a new brand, The WaterHopper. That is the new channel name, and it actually honestly feels right. And I think we're going to take this channel in a very positive direction. I have a lot of ideas and things that I really hadn't done on the old channel just because I had kind of preset some limitations for that. But this is a clean slate. We can do whatever we want with this channel. We can post any kinds of videos because there's no pre-expectations. Everything is new here, and honestly, I'm kind of getting more excited about it as we're starting to talk about it. When I hit record on this camera about a half hour ago, when I was setting things up out here, I definitely had a little more sad of a tone, but now, there's a freaking fly on the microphone. Now I'm sitting here and I'm feeling a little bit better, but basically I just want to say life moves forward. We have hardships. They are what make the high points that much better. From this video on, I'm going to make it my mission to constantly be improving from one video to the next, week to week, month to month, and eventually, ultimately, year to year. I just want to say, I'm not going to stop. I really tremendously appreciate all the support I received in the past on my old channel. I hope it can replicate and exceed that tremendously on this new, current channel. I'm going to do my best to create quality content for you guys and constantly be improving it and bringing you guys that next awesome adventure, that next great DIY kayak modification. Anyone who knows me knows I run a highly modified sit-in kayak. It's motorized, it's got a fish finder, outriggers that fold up, whole kind of custom deal. But we're not here to talk about that right now. Just know that you guys can expect to see some things along that line in the future. Hunting season's right around the corner. I've got tons and tons of plans for that. We're going to talk more about that in the future. And I've got at least like 5 or 6 videos just lined up, biting at the bit, ready to go. So get excited, guys. This is that time of year. Things are still popping. We're starting from zero. Literally, I'm looking at my laptop right here, and it says 0 subscribers. Let's see what we can do, guys. Let's see if we can cross over 1,000 before the New Year's. What do you think? Please do me a favor. Hit that share button and drop a like for me and drop some comments below. Just, you know, let's get that connection going right from the first video I put out on this channel. I want to establish a connection with my base, with my audience, and I don't think I did a great job of that on the old channel. I'm going to take that as a lesson. This new channel is going to give me a chance to do some things differently and take some things in some different directions, and honestly, I'm very excited for it. Yeah, like I said, let's get this channel over 1,000 before the New Year's, guys. That's all I really ask. That would be hugely appreciated. Thank you for the support, as always. Keep water hopping, and I'll see you soon. Oh yeah, almost forgot. I'm gonna leave you guys with like a 5-minute highlight reel of just things that I've recorded on the old channel. Some of them I can't quite recover and can't show you guys. A lot of the older stuff I can't show you guys, but some of the more recent stuff that was lost that I thought was worthy of showing you guys, we're just gonna roll that real quick. So enjoy that combination of B-roll and a highlight reel coming up right at you. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. And like I said it before, keep water hopping, and I'll see you soon. And I finally did it. Or we finally did it. Thank you to all of you guys. We have finally got to 1,000 subscribers, and just want to say one big thank you to you guys for that. I've been trying to do it. Oh boy. Oh, ain't no turning back now. I'm so excited for this. Woo! Think. Almost Christmas though. Right there, folks. Chicken liver in a bait sack. next step, I guess, is to go over 1,100 likes. So holy crap. Thank you so much, guys. That video has done absolutely amazing, but since that time I've made a ton of modifications and further things that I've done to this sit-in kayak that honestly make me think it might be the #1 sit-in fishing kayak, like DIY version out there. And if it's not, you know what? I'm fine with that too, because honestly, this DIY thing and creating these customized, like, this thing wasn't meant to be this, you know? Creating things like this, I think, is just so cool, and that's one thing I love about the kayak fishing community. Oh, that's a giant. Holy shit, PB! PB, guys! Oh yes! Yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! PB! Love it. Dude, I almost just fell right out of my kayak. Yeah, I was lost. Oh, I almost just fell right out of my kayak. Right as I said we're hoping for a 5, I got a big blow up. It almost... Woo! Yeah, but look where I'm at. Oh shit. Dude, you might want to lose your boots. It's higher than before. Your boots are going under. I could cross and throw you my boots back. Now I'm worried I can get the boot to you. Gotta really heave it, man. What's the best way? Curl it or just throw it? It's heavy. It'll make it. Ah! No! I mean, at this point, this is like the most fun I've ever had in my life, honestly. So, I mean, I'm not really bummed at all. I got my boot back. Put threads into this tee, and this is a 3/4 inch threaded adapter as well. I know the audio's terrible. Trust me, I know the audio's terrible. Trying to speak up, be clear, and not be too loud. But, man, guys. Normally you're used to hearing from me on the big camera. At least at this point I've been using it for a little while. A lot of the newer viewers on this channel have pretty much only seen me using the big camera, so they're used to the good audio. But apologies guys, we got some crap audio at the moment. But behind me, I mean, how beautiful is this? I just climbed this big hill. I knew the lake was up here, you know, like, spoiler alert, I knew the lake was up here. What I didn't know, it's just how, like, secluded this little back pocket is, and just how it makes you feel like you're so alone. And sometimes, I don't know, this kind of stuff is soul mending, getting back with nature. I mean, I'm being rained on right now. I don't care at all. I literally just sat down here for like 5 minutes and just didn't do nothing, just looked out at the water. I don't take enough time for that. How about you guys? I don't know. I just never can seem to slow down and take some time to really enjoy things. I'm always, man, that's something I've got with me, is I've always got to be doing something, and sometimes you just got to take a step back and enjoy things. That's what I'm going to do now. I've got about a half hour more. I'm going to fish, but I'm barely going to fish, to be honest with you. I'm just really, really happy right now just out looking at this. It's putting me in a great mood for the day. It's like 7:30 in the morning, Friday before Memorial Day. Love it, love it, love it. Once again, sorry for the audio, guys, but wow. And we found this, the start of the waterfall. We only had a couple of hours this morning. Try and get on some fish, which we did. I, for one, had an amazing morning. Now I have to battle my way back. Through this junk. On another note, I found some Panama Jack sunglasses today. I think these are expensive sunglasses. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they are. I'm gonna start walking back now. How cool is that?